Welcome back, Psychos. Today we're going to do the most iconic quotes from Psych Season 3, episodes 1 through 8.
Okay, I'm gonna ask the magic psych ball if we are gonna have the same quote for this episode. What does it say? It says, "Dude, really?" I don't know
So
how
is that yes or no?
It could be either, I guess. Season 3, episode 1 is called Ghosts, and my most iconic, it's a very iconic Psych quote, is when Gus says, "Don't you dare go boneless on me."
Yep.
Nice. I think the Psych ball got it right because, dude, really, like, we have to have the same one for this one.
Yeah, it does sound like a yes answer. Dude, really? Like, come on, really? You know it's right. Yeah, that one is definitely iconic.
The boneless scene is just super cool with the camera up above them, and just the physical comedy along with the quote is fantastic. I do have an honorable mention. It's kind of a random line, but I know other people like this one as well. And it's when Sean says, "That dog is kind of an a-hole."
Yeah, when I was thinking about this episode, I almost put that. But for me, I put the line at the end, like when in the conversation, it's Madeline, so Sean's mom, and Sean talking, and she tells him that it's she who left and not Henry. And Sean had always been thinking that the divorce was Henry's fault, and that's kind of why their relationship is the way it is. And so it was kind of like starts to change their relationship even more than it had. But she says, "And I thought of all people you would be okay, and I'm so sorry." So
that's true. That's a significant moment in the show.
Episode 2 is Murder. Anyone? Bueller?
I brought props today.
Oh, I like it. I should have grabbed mine.
Okay, I'm ready. What's your quote?
Okay, my quote is, "No body, no crime."
That's what I think. No body, no crime.
So this one was iconic because obviously throughout the whole episode, everyone says it to Sean and it drives Sean crazy. But it's true. Like, if there's no body, you can't really prove a crime happened. But the whole episode, he's trying to prove that there was a body. And it just makes it hilarious. But he's like, "Is that on a t-shirt?"
Yeah, it's just like a running joke through the whole episode. Everyone keeps saying it to him. Very funny.
Did you have any honorable mentions?
I did. It goes, "Burton Guster has been my best friend since we were 5. And maybe, just maybe, if any of you can look at yourself in the mirror and know that you've been half as good a friend to someone else as Gus has been to me, well, you too can be considered great."
That is a great one.
And yeah, it sums up just how special and important their best friendship is. And usually Sean's joking around, but when it counts, he can be serious and say how much Gus really means to him. So I like it a lot.
No, that's definitely a good one. I had 2 other ones. One, because everyone kind of knows what this is from, and it's between Mindy and Sean. They're talking, and Sean says, "Mindy, it's official. You've won bitchiest banana."
That one gets quoted a lot.
Yeah. And then the other one is after Abigail and Sean kiss, and she says, "That was pretty much perfect." And he looks across the room and sees Juliet and then says, "Pretty much perfect." Meaning you're not Juliet, so it's not perfect.
Yeah. What is Gus going to say?
Hello.
Oh, he talks? I didn't know the bobbleheads talked, or is it a special bobblehead?
They talk.
Oh.
You hear what he said? He said,
No.
"Hello."
Oh, hello. Hello.
Episode 3 is called Daredevils. Lewis says, I brought us the 2 new diehards you asked for. And then Sean says, actually, I'm diehard. He's dieharder.
That was a good one. And I almost thought about picking that one, but I didn't. Okay.
What's your most iconic?
So the actual line is, dude, he's running. International sign of guilt. As they're chasing him on the motorcycle or
Yes.
motorcycle. Season 3, episode 4, the greatest adventure in the history of basic cable. Are those your thinking goggles?
Yes. I had to think about what I'm writing. Okay, what's your most iconic?
My most iconic quote from this episode is Henry, don't say a word. Sean, Fergalicious. Sean, I said no words. Oh, I see. 2 weeks ago playing Scrabble, it's not a word, but now suddenly it's a word because it's convenient for you. Yeah.
I think it's Fergalicious.
Oh.
But I always see it.
I think I pronounced it as Fergalicious because that's more funny, but I think you're right. I think that is the right pronunciation.
Really, it doesn't matter. It's just funny. Whatever word you quote, it works.
Exactly. So I had an honorable mention. With some people, I can communicate with psychic wavelengths. My father is one of them. Val Kilmer is the other, or is another.
My honorable mention is when Chief Vic says, let me be Frank. And Sean says, as long as I can be Dean and Gus can be Sammy, referring to the Rat Pack.
That was funny. And I almost picked that. And then the fact that Juliet's like looking at him and he's like, what, Jules? I couldn't help myself. How often is someone going to set you up with let me be Frank?
Yeah. Episode 5, Disco Didn't Die. It was murdered. I do like that title.
I like the drama.
My most iconic is kind of when Henry steals Sean's thunder. Yeah, that's his partner, Methuselah Honeysuckle, which makes me Old Scratch Johnson. And it's so funny.
So I almost picked that because it is funny and he knows like his stick, even though he's not usually with them, but he knows what they usually do, which is funny. But that is not what I picked. It's when he's having the vision in the lab and Sean's like, oh yeah, the field is strong. Oh, I'm getting it. That's one bit bad mother. And Gus jumps in, shut your mouth. I'm having a vision. I can dig it. Oh, it's a big birthday cake. Oh, make a wish. What?
Yeah, that's a good one.
And did you have honorable mentions?
I just wrote down because this is like a good Chief Vic gif, and that's, you two realize I carry a gun, right?
Yes. That's my honorable mention. Season 3, episode 6, There Might Be Blood. Sean says, I have a plan. It's called Gus is a Table.
Oh, I forgot Gus is a Table is in that. Oh,
yep.
I should have picked that, but I forgot about it being in that episode. That's classic and shows up in Psych the movie.
Exactly.
Mine is when Gus says, I'm nobody's pawn, Sean. I'm a queen.
That's my honorable mention. Well, I have 2 honorable mentions, but that's one of them.
I have an honorable mention.
What is it?
Gus says, what part of stay put is confusing you? And Sean says, the put part. Stay put? I wasn't put in the first place. The expression is a complete disaster.
That was funny, and it's so true. Like, it doesn't even make sense. My honorable mention, besides the one that happened to be your iconic quote choice, was, don't play, Sean. You know fungus is my bread and butter. Really? You know what my bread and butter is? Bread and butter. Fungus has never entered in the equation, not once.
So episode 7 is called Talk Derby to Me. You cannot sit out here alone in the dark in a parked car. You'll get picked up for mopery. Mopery? With intent to creep. Trust me, it'll kick a big hole in your future.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love that. And I love the word mopery for some reason. I just really like it. And they have similar quotes throughout the episode.
I have an honorable mention just because whenever Juliet goes undercover, it's just really fun. Just something from that is when Chief Vic's like, "Did you break somebody's nose?" And she's like, "Yes, I did." "Oh, but it was a clean hit." I also have accidentally broke somebody's nose.
Oh, really? In
We
dirt?
we were playing roller hockey, not derby. They weren't wearing a helmet at the time and thought they would be sneaky and come steal the puck from me. But on my follow through of my shot, they skated into like my stick across the bridge in their nose. I felt terrible, but it wasn't like it was deliberate or my fault. It just happened.
Right. And
There's a lot of blood.
I'll keep that in mind if we ever meet up too. Be careful. I'll stay on your good side. My top honorable mention is my name is Sean Spencer. This is my partner. I can't believe I'm blanking. I've done this a million times. And I like that because it's like he has done it forever. That's like their stick. And then he just like blanks and can't do it anymore.
You didn't have another one, or
Yeah, I did, but it does kind of go along with the first quote, but it's, "Dude, you're leering. If by leering you mean staring oddly in a creepy way, yes. But it's for an investigation, Gus. They're all scraped up from burglarization? Burglarizism? Episode 8. Gus walks into a bank. Lassie, Jules, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? Sean, we have a situation. Somebody held up the bank and we think he's taken hostages." And Sean runs towards the door. "Whoa, take it easy. Gus is in there."
My most iconic is it's a GIF that gets used from this one, and it's "free hugs. Who's next?" And it's that awkward moment when Sean saves Phil, the bank robber, from the sniper. So everyone's looking at him like, "Why'd you do that?"
Right. Everyone hates him at that point.
But the free hugs GIF is fun because I just like it.
I know. Who wouldn't take a free hug from Sean?
What's your honorable mention?
Just once, can you grab life by the little Lassiters and follow your instincts? I know you don't like my methods. I know you don't like me, but we're pressed for time. And I'm telling you, I am vibing like crazy. Can we just screw protocol and get the hell out of here? You take shotgun. You're so sexy right now.
My honorable mention was just the zipline pulley system used to transport deliciously flavored snacks and such from one location to another.
I love that. And I totally want one. Like, I want a snack transportation in my house. Thanks for joining in, psychos. Thanks for watching. And thank you for sharing, commenting, and taking time to watch our video. Next time, we will do the second half of season 3, starting with episode 9 and finishing with episode 16.